The statistic of 22 veterans kill themselves every single day across the United States is a never-ending plague on our community. And it's time to do things differently. Ayahuasca is becoming something that I think the results are too good to ignore when it comes to the veteran community. But I medically retired early, PTSD and TBI, after getting blown up in Afghanistan, and obviously the combat stresses of war. I've always believed that the biggest problems in the veteran community when it comes to veteran suicide or veteran PTSD aren't necessarily our combat experiences, but instead transition stress from getting out of the military and trying to start your life over again on the civilian side. For my community, the veteran community, whatever we've been doing hasn't necessarily been as effective as it could be. So I've opened my eyes more to like the hippie bullshit, the spiritual stuff, you know, to kind of try something different. I came here to Peru because I connected with a veteran-ran organization, and it incorporated other things because I know that ayahuasca or anything can only take you so far. And here we're doing yoga, jiu-jitsu, hiking, acupuncture, and there's brain scans and mapping.
At Tiwaz Awakening, we want to approach healing in a different way. When someone experiences PTSD, that's a label. That's a psychological label. But that's a person. And that's a person that's in a spiritual crisis. And a spiritual crisis needs spiritual solutions. When veterans consider using plant medicines like ayahuasca, I think it's a very important step. I have seen that change in myself, and that has allowed me to work with other people. We gear what we do for that adventure of the soul.
You know, Luke understands the problems that veterans face as a fellow veteran who's been through the same type of things that I've been through, whereas when I go talk to a VA counselor or a psychiatrist, they don't understand the military because they were never in the military. I'm a little nervous about it because I've never done psychedelics in my life, so it's a brand kind of new experience. I've done 2 ceremonies. The first one, I felt a deep sense of peace. I was pretty nervous beforehand, but after I took the medicine and laid down, I was worried about initially getting sick, but I felt a deep sense of peace and contentment. My second ceremony, I did actually see visions. Seeing kind of the connection to the universe and the nature and all that really kind of changed my perspective on life.
In the military, there's a strong sense of tribe. It's built into the organization. Here at Tiwaz Awakening, we want to rebuild that tribe, this idea of community. This is why we do jiu-jitsu, for example, because jiu-jitsu pushes yourself, but also it creates this camaraderie.
Being around nature, connecting with yourself, looking around you, seeing the mountains, seeing the glaciers, seeing things that you wouldn't have expected, but being open to receive them. And all of that is around you all the time, you know? And that is medicine, when you realize that you are medicine and that the medicine is around you and that medicine can be in other people as well. We all carry the medicine of love.
I feel content afterwards. I think I came here ready to work on my PTSD, maybe for the first time in real ways. Work on myself, my problems, and I think my addictions. I think that now I'm ready to have a healthier relationship with my vices.
Been addicted to being addicted, I think. Addicted to my PTSD, addicted to pain, cover myself in tattoos, addicted to pleasure. There's a mama san in a Bangkok brothel that I promise you would greet me by name if I walked in. Certainly addicted to alcohol, medication the VA gave me, which closed me down. This medication out here, the plant-based medicine, opened me up.
Welcome on the alpacas. I'm one of them. Coming here makes me think that we've been approaching PTSD in the veteran community from the wrong angle, because I think that getting over combat experiences, getting over the things we went through, getting out of the military is just as much of a spiritual journey as it is a mental one. Increasing pathways for discovering spirituality can be beneficial for the veteran community.
The dark night of the soul, that's a powerful place to be, and I've been there, and it's a difficult place to be. And I definitely experienced the hopelessness in the dark night of the soul. And for me, ayahuasca was a light that shined that started showing me a way out of that. It put a hope there for me.
PTSD is, in a real way, just looking back. I mean, that's what you're doing when you have PTSD, you're looking back. And the ayahuasca told me to look forward.
And it's not a battle that you want to lose. I've had other friends lose it, so maybe this is for you. If you're struggling with purpose, with PTSD, with forgiving yourself, with anything, look into it. Look into this.